Hi there and welcome back to PierPoint Custom Rod Building and Repair. In this video we're going to show you how to remove a reel seat, and I've got it's the Coniflex cod rod. Before we do that, just a couple of safety things. Make sure that you've got a protective mask to hand, some safety goggles and also your Cutmaster gloves. If you're working in a workshop, we might be doing a little bit of grinding, so just make sure that you've got close to hand your fire extinguisher, because you may cause some sparks. Okay, some basic tools that you're going to need to remove the reel seat is a sharp knife, a flat bladed scraper, hacksaw blade and possibly something like that, the Dremel multi-tool but with a cutting disc on the end. Okay, so the first thing that you need to do is, with your reel seat, take off the removable locking nut. So that usually comes off quite easily, so we just get that out of the way. Underneath the reel seat is the weak point. There's a slight groove in there, so you're going to take your sharp knife and then you're going to make an incision in there. Okay, be careful that you don't go down too deep. Okay, you'll know that when you've gone through that little bit of plastic, because you can obviously hear it. Now hopefully underneath is a bit of protection from masking tape, epoxy, that will stop you going into the blank itself. Now it's quite easy just to get that going. I say just be very careful, that's why you need the safety gloves. Okay, it's gradually going. Right, I can feel that that's just gone through now. Okay, you can hear it popping, and then that scraper, you're going to get that in, and then you're going to just start to peel that off. Okay, quite easily. Hopefully you can see that. Okay, so that's quite easy. Now we need to address this bit down here, which is the fixed bracket. So take your hacksaw blade and you want to go across diagonally, okay, and then start cutting. Make sure the rod's nice and secure. Now most of these it's quite easy to get through those. A little bit of work, you know, it's going to take you maybe 5-10 minutes. Okay, it'll happen nice and quick. Now you can use the Dremel multi-tool, so I want to show you both. Okay, because this is obviously quite quick. Just again be careful because it produces dust and sparks. That's why you need your dust mask. Okay, your goggles. Okay, it's going through there quite quick. Okay, and you'll see that it's sort of made mincemeat of that. It will take a little while to get through, but just be careful, I say, that you don't go too far down and then you damage the blank. We use a little bit of the hacksaw just to get that bit off there. Okay, just to show you both. But the Dremel tool is just nice and quick. But you can use both if you haven't got a Dremel tool. Then just make sure that you use the hacksaw blade, but it will take you a little bit of time just to get through there. Okay, so we'll just speed that up a little bit. I like to use both because the Dremel tool get through there nice and quick. Okay, and then the hacksaw blade, okay, will just help you just get a little bit closer to the blade. Almost there. There we go, and you can feel that. And that's all you do then, is just use this tool, the flat scraper, just to take that off. And that's why you need your gloves, because it's obviously got sharp edges. Okay, so just underneath here, you just need to continue with that cut mark down there, just underneath that fixed position there. Again, just being careful that you don't go into the rod. And then you just got to overcome this slight protrusion there. Okay, so just cut that. So it goes quite quick. It's good that we've got the EVA grip there because it just protects that rod whilst you're doing that. Okay. And just go through there just a little bit more. And that's quite easy. Let's see if we can now get this off. Okay. And then you'll see that it comes off quite easily. Okay, so it just needs a little bit more across there. It's just a little bit tougher. So just be careful. So it will go, so it's a case of just being patient. Okay, that's years of being on there. Okay, and then obviously you can see the epoxy. We've got a little bit of masking tape under there. At some stage all this has got to come off. Okay, let's just see if we can get this bit off here. That'll come off quite easily. Okay, just a little bit more work there required. Okay, not something you can rush, just take your time. Okay. Nice and easy. There we go. Bit fiddly. Okay, so there we go. And that's how you take the reel seat off. Okay, one reel seat removed. So you need to clean this up a little bit, so you might have to heat that up just a little bit. Okay, and then gradually peel that away, but we'll work on that off camera. So you've got masking tape in there. Okay, so that should peel off quite nicely. Okay, nice and easy. And it's a case of just working away at that. Okay, protecting that blank at all times if you can. Okay, that's going to take a little bit of a while just to clean that all up. But that's all that is masking tape, a little bit of epoxy resin. Okay, so we just have to scrape that off and you'll see that that will come off quite easily. So we're just going to do that really carefully. Again, that's where your sharp knife comes in. Okay, so just do it gradually, bit by bit. Now the reel seat's going to go back in exactly the same position. So if there is any sort of dinks and scratches, then it will cover most of that up. Okay, just a labour of love. So we can get that. Very messy. Okay, let's post that off on that side. So it will take time. Looks like this epoxy is going to be fairly easy to get off, so it's going to be easier to clean up. Let's just try and get this tape off there. So all this has got to come off. Just try and protect the blank as much as you can. So most of it will be covered up anyway. There we go, that's most of that off. So it will come. Just all needs to be cleaned up. Okay. Beauty of a sharp knife. Okay, and it's just bit by bit.